Are you one of those who refuse to participate in an interesting conversation just because English is the language used? Well, in this video, let me show you how to start speaking in English confidently. If that sounds interesting to you, well then, keep on watching. Hey, what's happening? It's always good to see you back here. And if this is the first time we're meeting, my name is Anna. Welcome to my channel. And can I invite you to please hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet. Also, tap the notification bell just so you know if I have anything new out. And if you feel like you will like this video, which I think you already do, give me a thumbs up. So just a couple of disclaimer what this video is not. This is not how to teach you how to become fluent in English overnight. This is not how to teach you to have an American accent. Nope, not this video. And of course, this video is not in any way saying that English is superior than any other language. That's not it at all. So, are you still there? Good. Let's keep on going. I had wanted to talk about this topic for a long time now because I have seen too many non-native English-speaking people just pass up on interesting conversations or meeting new people from other countries or just passing up on opportunities just because they lack confidence in speaking the English language. It's not so much that they don't know how to, it's just that they don't want to be judged by other people on how they speak the language. But English is the international language and it somehow bridges the language barriers that we come across with. For example, if you travel to France and you meet this interesting French person and he doesn't know how to speak Tagalog or Filipino and you don't know how to speak French, chances are you are going to converse in English, right? You're not going to start speaking in Spanish. English is the international language, so this is something that you need to know or even just the basic of it when you're traveling. And if you're a business owner and if you want your product to go international, chances are you are going to have to communicate in English with your potential customers. And what about you who want to go after your dream job? Chances are your interview will be conducted in English. So as you can see, there are so many benefits in learning the English language, or at least the basic of it, but speaking the language with confidence. Okay, now, so what are the steps that you can take to start speaking English confidently? Remember, I said confidently and not fluently just yet, but we'll get there eventually. Step 1. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Remember, English is not your first language. You are trying to learn a foreign language, and usually, as with any other language that you want to learn, it will take time and patience. And of course, you will make mistakes, but that shouldn't stop you from engaging in an interesting conversation with a native English speaker. A Filipino or a Korean, Chinese, or Indian person learning to speak English is no different from an American learning to speak Tagalog, French, or Spanish. Draw your confidence instead in knowing that you know 2 languages. Don't focus too much on having an American accent or a British accent depending on who you're talking to. You don't want to come across as trying too hard or end up losing the other person because they can't understand you. I would rather you focus on speaking clearly and with correct grammar. Don't stress too much about mimicking someone's accent. Remember, they don't expect you to have the accent that they have. What they're interested in is you as a person and the wonderful conversation you're about to have. Another reason why you might not be confident in speaking in English is because you're aware of your weaknesses when it comes to this language. For example, your vowels. Sometimes you mistake your short A's for your short U's, and sometimes you mistake your long E's for your short I's. So let's go back to the basic and work on those weaknesses. For example, let's focus on the vowel A. The short vowel sound of A is ah, like apple. Ah. So you don't say, I'm going to watch a football match. You say, I'm going to watch a football match. How about the vowel U? The short vowel sound of U is right? So you say, I love you very much. I love you very much. You don't say, I love you very much. So focus on that because those vowels, and are sometimes interchanged. What about the vowels E and I? The long vowel E sounds like E, and the short vowel I is like sheep and ship. Sheep and ship. So you don't say ba ba black ship. You say ba ba black sheep. And that's something you really have to be careful with because you don't want to substitute your long E with a short I. For example, you don't want to say, hey, can I have a sheet of paper? Right? You want to say, hey, can I have a sheet of paper? Or you don't want to say, hey, let's go to the today. You want to say, hey, let's go to the beach today. So those are just examples of the common weaknesses we have as non-native English speakers. We might also want to focus on our pronouns, our masculine pronouns, he, him, and of course our feminine pronouns, she, her. Also, you can't just learn the English language by reading about it on textbooks. That's wonderful for grammar. But if you want to learn the pattern and the flow of the language, you're going to have to listen to it. Expose yourself to it constantly. That's how children learn the language, right? So, put on your favorite TV series and watch it. And also, find a TV character that you find oozing with confidence when they speak, or maybe just a public figure or an actress, and try to mimic them. Picture yourself as confident as they are when they speak the English language. So when you watch them, repeat the lines that they are saying. You know, mimic how they speak or how they handle themselves. Sometimes it's all about the confidence that you exude. For me, I like Rachel Green of Friends. What about you? Which TV character do you find oozing with confidence and someone you would like to mimic? Hey, before we get to the final step, if you're finding value in this video, why don't you give me a thumbs up now? And finally, here we are at step number 5. There is no other way to get better and be more confident in speaking the English language other than speaking it on a regular basis. So I'm sure you're not shy around your family or friends. So why don't you just ask them to have a day designated for speaking in English and no other language? And also, try to correct one another if you find something is not exactly right on how they're speaking. Just make sure to make it fun and constructive. That's all I have for you today. Hopefully, I encouraged you to keep on speaking English so that you will become more at ease with the language. And in no time at all, you will sound more and more confident every time you speak English with someone. And you can go ahead and participate in an interesting conversation even though English is the language used. Hey, before I let you go, if you have any questions for me, please leave them down at the comment section down below. And while you're down there, why don't you go ahead and hit the subscribe button and tap the notification bell too, just so you know if I have anything new out. Also, give me a thumbs up for this video and share it with your friends, especially those you know who will benefit from it. And with that, I'll wish you all a fantastic day and I'll see you on my next video. You don't say I love you very much. I